So, hello again guys, this is my go-to open break build routine. So again, this is generally towards the end of a session. I'll maybe have a couple of hours at this, try and make as many centuries, total clearances, maximums as I can. And again, I'll probably try and talk you through some if not all of my shots, let you know what I'm doing with a white ball. Again, not being really that accurate to be fair. Which might be a bit of an eye-opener to some people, but if you look at the good guys on TV, and I mean the really good ones, the ones that are there all the time, they're always playing that cue ball to an area most of the time. Very rarely will there be ever pinpoint accurate with the position. As long as you're thinking right, getting that cue ball tracked properly, you'll be on something. So, let's have a go. So my first red, I'm going to pop this red to the corner pocket, roll through slightly for black to this other pocket. And that's a good start, nice high black. So again, after this black, I'm going to be bouncing the cue ball off the top cushion, trace a left, and I'm looking at playing on maybe 6, 7, 8 reds here, without being too accurate really. So again, I'm quite happy with that. Maybe a bit too high on that top red. So I'll get the black out while I'm having a think. So this next shot, I think I'm going to try and stun for black or pink. Let's have a look. So yeah, quite happy with that. Again, I've got a very similar shot I could play, but what I'm going to try and do is play with topspin now and go that side of the reds. Again, I'm playing on maybe 5, 6, 7 reds here, without being too accurate. So again, happy with that. I'm on a whole host of reds. Again, I don't mind this red. You could take the opportunity to get rid of that wing red as well, but I think that might be a bit of a stretch. It is. So let's stick to this top red here. We're going to gently roll it through for black to corner. Again, nice high black. You can do whatever you like with this shot. You can choose to play back this line or top spin shot again. Let's go for the little back spin shot. Trace a left off the top cushion. Again, without being too accurate, I'm on 3 or 4 reds there. So I'm quite happy with that. Again, we'll look at this red, a very similar shot to that black. Little bounce off the top cushion for pink or black. Again, without being too accurate, I'm on both those colours there. So instantly, when you're thinking like that, you're playing to a quarter of the table, and it's a massive difference. So again, we'll play the black in the same way as before. Little trace of left hand side, again, playing on 4, 5, 6 reds. Without being too accurate really, playing to half the table there. So again, I might mix it up a little bit now. I'll drop this red in and play for pink. Nice little stun run through. Slight angle on the pink now, so again, a little gentle screw shot across the line. I'm playing on 4 or 5 reds. Keep it simple, as long as you're thinking nice and simply. These cue balls will definitely go where you want them to be. So again, not trying to be too accurate here. I've actually got a little quandary, so I might choose to get rid of this wing red now. And just roll the cue ball through off the cushion with a trace of right, just to square the cue ball up slightly for pink or black. And again, nicely played. So same shot again. I could choose the top spin shot. In fact, let's mix it up. I'll play that shot, a little tiny trace of left, just to get that white ball through the line, and I'm on 4 reds. So again, not being overly accurate there. So another little shot here. I'll roll this red in for pink. Again, doesn't really matter where that white ball is, my margin of error, because I'm rolling down the line of the pink rather than across it. So much more room for manoeuvre. So again here, I'm just going to gently stun this pink in, playing on 4 reds without really thinking about it too much. And like I say, if you watch the good guys on TV, they'll generally speaking go about things in this way. So a little bit lower there, but what I can do, try and pop this red, and I've got 3 bulk colours to play on. So again, you're playing to half the table here, without being too accurate really. So I'm nicely on the brown. Again, a little stun punch screw down, I'm on 3 reds. Played it thick just to keep the white ball under control. So if you notice, I played the brown off that angle there. You can use all the pockets, guys. You don't have to be centre back. So again, having a look around here. So I'm going to choose to roll down for pink. Again, I'm just dropping this in. Could have played for black, but my margin of error for pink's a little bit more. So again, I'm just going to probably drop this pink in. I'm playing on all these 4 reds here. Just need to drop that in. Without being too accurate. I know I'm going to be on something. So I'm going to play this red, a little stun off the top cushion for black. Nicely played. If I've gone too far, I've always got the pink to the middle, but I'm quite happy with that. So again, a little black shot here, just stun off the cushion. I'm playing on, again, 2 or 3 reds there. Almost playing to half a table again, so keeping it nice and simple. Again, I'm just going to drop this red in, roll the cue ball through for pink, without being too accurate, so I'm cueing down the line, so you can do these shots nice and simply. So again, a gentle screw shot, I'm playing on a couple of reds, red to middle or red to corner, again, without really being too accurate. So, going well at the moment. Things can change though, guys. So I might choose to get rid of this wing red now and just drop that in. Cue ball off the side cushion. If I'm too straight on the black, you notice I've got the pink to middle as well. So I'm never really playing on either ball there. Might be a little straight on the black, but let's see what happens with a bit of top on the right hand side for this red. So even though I'm playing on 1 red, the area I was playing the cue ball in was about 3 foot round. So really big area, guys. So again, if I just drop this red in, finish low on the blue, I should have a nice angle to drop on these 2 reds just above the blue. Again, without being too accurate really. So again, I'm just going to drop this blue ball in and play for the red above the blue. Again, playing to a nice big area there, guys. So, a little bit high on that red, but I can get rid of this red now and play for a ball colour. And I'm quite happy with that. I've come out nicely for the yellow. So let's play the yellow. Again, it's a little stun screw down for red to middle, but again, not being too accurate. I'm playing to a quarter of the table there, really. So margin of error was pretty big again. So this time, a little bit straight on that red. So a gentle screw shot, I'll play for green. Again, without being too accurate. So now, I'm going to try and drop this green in, a little slight amount of screw for yellow. And same off this yellow, I'm not being too accurate, just a little stun off the cushion for green again. Very similar shot on the green now, a little roll off the cushion for brown. Might have gone a little bit too far there, but I can use this side cushion for blue. Try and stay high on this blue. Well, I think that's pretty perfect. We'll try and drop this in. Now I might have left myself a rest shot for the pink, but that's okay. I'm going to drop this through, use that top cushion, and we're going to roll that back in for a nice little total clearance. I don't know what that was because I was chatting, but we'll drop this in. Easy peasy, guys. But again, if you notice there, my cue ball was never really that accurate. And if you're thinking like that, the table almost opens up for you. So I'll do a few more of these. Might not be today, but keep a lookout. I'll be going for more total clearances, centuries, maximum breaks. Thanks very much, guys. Very, very happy with that.